Kahrakib, an electrical works and assembly company, created in 1982, has established itself as an independent entity taking over the participation in the development of the Algerian electricity transmission network. As a subsidiary of the Sonelgaz Group, Kahrakib offers its customers a total mastery of electrical construction and assembly techniques. It participates in the turnkey construction of major overhead line, underground, cable and electrical transformer, substations projects, and to this end plays a structuring role contributing to the better use of the various energy sources. The company invested with the trust of these customers, mainly the Sonelgaz Group, and carries out large-scale projects. Titanic projects that are open, they express on the field the power and competence of Kahrakib through a list of achievements cover the entire national territory. During her career, she has acquired a solid and strong experience in her field of activity by building an average of 900 equivalent kilometers of overhead lines each year, all voltages combined, an important figure that reflects professionalism and high-level capacities because, as we have seen, the construction of overhead lines was not born the day before at Kahrakib. The ability to adapt to new technologies and the ease with which they are integrated by its staff have enabled the company to occupy a leading position in the construction of very complex structures, including Nahama's 400-220 kilovolts substation. Located on an area of 16 hectares in Touifza, Meshriya municipality in the wilaya of Nahama, this strategically important energy infrastructure is intended to strengthen the electricity transmission network in order to further improve the quality of service. It will allow an extension by a 400 kilovolt line to the southwest of the country via a direct connection to the substations of Sidi Ali Bousidi, Sidi Bel Abbas, and Wad Al Abtal Kahrakib has also managed to keep the same pace of work in the field of underground cables. Kahrakib's underground projects have reached an average of 350 equivalent kilometers of underground cables per year in 220, 60 and 30 kilovolts, carried out with significant resources, advanced techniques and above all competent people. Providing public service in the main priority of Kahrakib, which has always kept the balance between production and satisfying the demand for energy infrastructure, which is an important criterion in Kahrakib's work. For this reason, the company has reached a high level of qualification for 4 decades, which today allows it to engage in the realization of major projects, surpassing itself by mastering the techniques of building electrical transformer substations. Mascara. Maskar. Indeed, the 400 kilovolts Naama substation, costing 8 billion dinars, is a real technical feat. It is the first energy evacuation substation realized with such techniques by an Algerian company, the pulling of 400 kilovolts cables and the connection of the end boxes has been greatly developed by our teams. The project also required the construction of 12 multi-story relay buildings with spans to evacuate energy at 220 and 400 kilovolts. Kahrakib also has an electrical manufacturing unit called Tabel located in Wahran, which includes a manufacturing workshop and a design office dedicated to the design and development of these products. Its main mission is to meet the needs of its customers, thanks to its very broad and varied efforts in electrical equipment, low voltage, which it adapts pragmatically with a view to sustainable growth by combining quality, service, and competence. The Tabel team intends to go even further and establish itself as the leader in large, safe, and competitive electrical infrastructure installations. From 2017, it began manufacturing and installing the Shetler substation, a medium voltage substation designed for isolated networks in the far south. It ensures the interconnection of the network at an isolated location. It provides electrical energy 24 hours a day. The Kahrakib unit has already manufactured and supplied its customer SKTM with 7 shelter stations, precisely in Burj Al Hawaz and Burj Omar Dris in the wilaya of Ilizi, in Tindouf, in Bni Abbas, wilaya of Bashar, and at the end, Burj Beji Mukhtar in the wilaya of Adrar. In addition to manufacturing the station, it ensures its transport to the destination site in the Great South. The shelter substation weighs 24 tons. Its transport requires the organization of a real convoy. A Tabel team is responsible for the delivery. It ensures assembly and commissioning on site. Tabel also maintains the substation maintenance. This is the most that this Kahrakib unit offers to its customers. For the moment, the shelter's integration rate is 60% medium voltage. Cells are still imported, but Kahrakib, which has just expanded its range of locally manufactured products, plans to launch cell production in Algeria in partnership, even if it means starting with assembly at the beginning. The Sonelgaz subsidiary is looking for to cover the domestic market and why not export later the neighboring countries. There is still a long way to go, but Kahrakib remains more determined than ever to provide a high level of work that can meet the demanding needs of the Algerian energy market and still comply with international standards, and with the achievement of SME certification according to ISO 9001 and 14001 versions 2015 and OSAS 18001 version 2008, Kahrakib will not stop doing new work to confirm its success. Evolution is the company's objective. Despite all its achievements, Kahrakib always aims higher. The Kahrakib team believes that it must work harder to achieve the expected objectives.